What's good, family? It's your man, the YB, back once again. So we got some breaking news right now from your man's Sky Sports regarding Tyson Fury. Some super duper leaked news just come through on a Saturday night. Yeah, just about everyone's about to get their sniff on, 100%. Yeah, you man about to get your tweak on, you man the YB about to get his coin on. You must get coin, bills going up, 100%. Tyson Fury informs the WBC he will resume his boxing career. Alexander Usyk undisputed clash remains on course. Given until Friday, the 26th of August, to decide, Tyson Fury has informed the WBC he will continue fighting. He will continue rearranging Brixton Bumdosser's wigs, scotching previous suggestions he would retire. An undisputed fight with Alexander Usyk, the recent conqueror of Anthony Johnson's booty hole, is still firmly in Fury's sights. 27th of August. Yeah? Here we go. Tyson Fury has instructed his promoters to inform the WBC that he intends to continue rearranging wigs. Sky Sports understands. The heavyweight champion of the world had floated the prospect of retiring, and the WBC had given him until August 26th to confirm whether or not he would retain its belt. Boom. So we just heard there. You got the news. Big man ting. Yeah? He has informed the WBC. We have learned. Yeah, Sky Sports have learned that. I'm just telling you what they learned. So all this gassing, all this capping. I had Fury Man fans in my comment section. Oh, YB, why are you calling him Tyson Cappery? Now you know, he stay capping. Full of cap. I mean, to be fair, anyone with any IQ knew this. Bottom line, if he actually retired, he could have been said that. He could have been dropped the belt back in April. I don't know what goes through this man's head. I think he's craven for attention. Properly
Two
craven
fighters
for
that
it.
have been fighting.
I've never seen anything like it. The man craven for attention. Big heart. I have to say this, yeah. As much as, even though AJ's weak mental situation affects his career, but I have to say this, I've been saying for a while, AJ, or in fact boxing on the whole, is a good, it's a good sample of the state of the state of men in the world today. Yeah, you got AJ, weak as whatever you want. AJ reversing 1,000 years of evolution. 1,000 years of evolution has said the biggest and the strongest survive. Guess what? AJ comes along, the biggest and strongest nick I've ever seen in my life, and he get turned out by some soft looking ass dude half his size. Evolution, not even once. Then you got Fury, who manages to get it done in the ring, but outside the ring, he beg friend in attention, like a little girl. You know, it's really quite cringe. These men, yeah, have it all. Loyal wives, a healthy family, all the money in the world, and still, they want attention from other dudes, essentially. Let's be real now. Of course, has Tyson Fury got female fans? Of course, but for the most part, Fury's fan base are dudes. Yeah? This man is craven for dudes to be fiending for him. Super odd. I don't understand it. Honestly, I can't work out in my own head what that's about. But it shows you the state of society. Something's obviously missing. In the current society we live in, something's missing. People aren't feeling fulfilled. Even though they've got the whole American dream, or, you know what I mean, they've got the white picket fence. Yeah, they got it all. Yeah, they've got the Western capitalistic dream, and still, man's on Twitter, beg friend and other dudes to, you know what I mean? It's almost like he's begging for that sense of wanting to be wanted. Anyway, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Did this really need a video? No, it didn't. But listen, 8 minutes to get paid, so I'm going to carry on waffling for another few minutes. Big man thing, no doubt about it. Yeah, I told you before at the start, bills must be paid. Yeah, listen, if bills paid themselves, this video would have ended about 30 seconds ago. But since in 2022, since, as far as I'm aware, in August 2022, bills ain't going to pay themselves, this video must go on, 100%. So, listen, back in April, yeah, your man Fury, oh, I'm going away, and the worst thing is, he actually promised Piers, I promised my wife, just mugging his wife off. She don't really care, but still, you know what I mean? Just doing way too much with it. He sat there on Piers Morgan, yeah, Piers, I'll bet you $1 million, and once I've promised my wife something, I've promised my wife. Oops, you know what I mean? Why do that? Why be doing that? I've been saying for a while, the world, or the sporting world, the boxing world, is crying out for someone strong and masculine to dominate. Is that too much to ask for? I don't know what we're doing here. I don't know what we're doing. I can't understand it. Anyway, he coming back. Well, he never left. You're going to fight Usyk. I've got more videos coming soon. Recently, I mean, I've not fell back in love, but I was really rating Fury after the Dillian White fight. Things that have happened since, just turning me off, man. Obviously the belt thing. Obviously now they're talking about money thing. Oh, I want 500 mil. Just things that don't. Sport's supposed to be... What frustrates me the most is the fact that most other sports... Boxing's really one of the worst sports for this now. Other sports, yes, they're filled with money. Yes, they're filled with divas. But at the end of the day, when that bell goes, when that whistle goes... When that whatever goes and the event starts, yeah, there is a pretty high level of competition. There's a pretty high level of people wanting to compete. In boxing, when was the last time we actually really saw a competitive fight between two men really going for it? Probably was Wilder versus Fury. That's probably the last time. And even then, it's kind of like, well, one guy was leagues above. Do you know what I'm saying? Like in F1, for example, again, you can watch two men and the race is close kind of thing. In boxing, it's like one guy's dominating and the other guy just, even though he's trying, he ain't no good. People like Canelo. Canelo turns up and he's meant to be the best thing any. He turn up. Bivol doesn't jump on the floor and Canelo's all the way out of ideas. So yeah, I keep saying it. I keep hoping for Fury to try and turn the page now. It doesn't seem like he's going to do it. Just a shame. It's a shame that really boxing in general, UK boxing is now in the twilight. It's the last year, I reckon. I don't think Fury will bother fighting AJ now. The only reason he'll fight AJ is because he wants a nice cold. And I think that's the reason. For me, I get it. I understand. There's no competitive questions in Fury versus AJ. For me, it's a question of, does Tyson Fury want to go in there and knock AJ out within 6 rounds? That's the competitive intrigue. It's not a case of who wins. It's a case of, does Fury want to knock the guy out in half a fight or not? That's what in my mind. I don't, not even a bit of competition. Because guess what? If for there to be a bit of competition, yeah, between Fury and AJ would have had to at least fucking beat Usyk. He can't even beat Usyk. He can't even beat a man half his size. And Fury is not even just AJ. Fury's like, there's levels, yeah, in terms of just size alone. Fury's here, AJ's there, Usyk's there. So AJ's losing to dudes who are a division below him. What's he going to do when he's fighting a man a division above? It's like, you're going to get completely mollywopped. It's not as if you can say, well, YB, yeah, Fury is bigger and stronger, but it means you're going to gas more. No, Fury's got bigger and stronger and got more gas tanks. Like, there's no edge for AJ. Because, but why beat AJ's power? Well, AJ's power couldn't even really hurt Usyk. Oops. What do you think you're going to do with Fury? Nothing. That's what you're going to do. Not to mention the counters you get back. I mean, AJ was getting half bamboozled by Usyk. What's going to happen when Fury puts a straight one down him? And I'm not saying Fury's the biggest puncher ever. Well, you can ask Dillian White about that. Dillian White would tell you Fury's the biggest puncher since sliced bread. Anyway, man, listen. I hope Fury jumps on this now and rides it. Yeah, man, I'm doing this boxing thing now. Hope he don't still trying to be... I got a feeling here he's going to... Obviously, the deadline's been set. I got a feeling he's going to slyly... I don't think he's going to come out and announce, I'm back now. I think he's going to slyly private sign off on the WBC thing, obviously to keep his belt, but in public he's going to carry on, there's nothing to guarantee I'm coming back still. That's what I think can happen, unfortunately. I think he's in love with this whole thing. I don't know what it's about. He needs to go, and in my opinion, Fury needs to sit down with someone and work through where this comes from. It's not a good look at all. No one, apart from the Fury Man fans who like to top him off, no one liking this vibe. It kills the vibe. No one wants to watch someone who pretends they don't really want to be doing it. We want to see people who are desperate to push wigs back. You're in the prime of your career. There's no reason for you to be playing with it, in my opinion. And I'll just say that it's really unfortunate that really the WBC's taken this long. The WBC should have nipped it in the bud in the first 30 days. Immediately after the fight, immediately after Fury posted about his retirement, the WBC should have been on his arse. Okay, Fury, you got 30 days, boom. Instead, even now, I've heard on the grapevine, they're still, even though Fury's allegedly signed off on it, apparently the WBC is still tiptoeing around it. It's pissed me off. Anyway, there's the news. Big man ting, smash the like, smash the subscribe, and your boy will be back.